Hey guys, Mike here. So today's cult classic review is 2002's Bubba Ho Tep, starring Bruce Campbell as Elvis Presley / Sebastian Haff, and Ozzie Davis as Jack. In Bubba Ho Tep, Elvis Presley and a black JFK are living in a nursing home where nothing happens, until one day a wayward Egyptian mummy starts sucking out the souls of old people, until one day the two of them decide to fight back. And so we have Bubba Ho Tep. So guys, this is another movie in the series that before watching and reviewing it today, I had not seen it before, and I'd never heard of it either, and pretty much everyone who I spoke to about this movie had not heard of it either. So honestly, I didn't know what to expect with this one. So, what did I think of Bubba Ho Tep? Well, upon reflection, looking at the description of this movie, I would say that they're not exactly misadvertising this film, because honestly, nothing happens for the first 45 minutes of this hour-and-a-half movie. The first 45 minutes of the movie is literally Bruce Campbell's character going around complaining about being old. Oh, this sucks because I'm old, or oh, this is bad because I'm old, or I'm old. And honestly, after the 17th time of hearing that, the joke itself gets pretty old. Honestly, the B story to Bubba Ho Tep actually sounds more interesting than the actual movie itself, because the setup is that in the nursing home, they say he is Sebastian Haff, but he says that he's the real Elvis Presley, and he swapped places with one of the best Elvis impersonators, Sebastian Haff, and Sebastian Haff is the person who actually died as Elvis Presley, and that he himself in the nursing home right now is the real Elvis Presley. And honestly, that story sounded quite interesting and quite funny, and if they'd went more into that, I reckon they could have made quite a funny film out of this one. But the only problem is they mention it at the start of the film, and it looks like it's leading to be one of the main points of the film, and they just don't mention it again. And it almost begged the question as to why even have this in the film at all? Why set up a somewhat interesting story if you're not really going to use it? But still, I was willing to forgive that if the main story itself was interesting, and unfortunately, it just wasn't. Honestly, I found myself really bored with this one, and this was another film where I just started falling asleep watching it. Though in all fairness, it was quite late when I started watching it, and I was quite tired already, so naturally I was going to start falling asleep anyway. But I was hoping, if the movie was interesting enough, it would make me want to stay awake and watch it. But unfortunately, it wasn't. Though again, like with my Naked Lunch review, I rewound it just to make sure I didn't miss anything. And, well, I didn't really miss anything from the moments where I was falling asleep. Basically, the story goes like this. Old people in a nursing home start getting their souls sucked out, the two of them start to fight back, they defeat the mummy, the end. And again, it would have been completely behind this story if this was in fact funny. Because this movie labels itself as a comedy, but really, hardly anything funny happens. I'm not saying this movie's devoid of humour, it's just not really many of the jokes actually got a laugh out of me. There were these two mortician body collector guys, and they had like 3 scenes of those, and their scenes were kind of funny. But honestly, besides them, not really much else in the movie is funny. I guess the funniest part about the whole movie is the absurd nature of the situation. But beyond that, not really that funny. Honestly, it's not that Bubba Ho Tep does anything particularly bad. It's just this one isn't particularly amazing either. The story's not all that interesting, it's not really all that funny. Though the performances are decent, they don't really do anything to hold your attention. And the movie as a whole was kinda lackluster. Honestly, even though I haven't actually seen Army of Darkness or The Evil Dead, I was kind of expecting something like that. And I do believe those movies are coming up later in this series, so stick around for those ones. But I think I set my expectation for this one a little bit too high. Honestly, I expected so much better from Bruce Campbell, who's known for his great, over-the-top parody, mythical movies. But still, Bubba Ho Tep, eh. So guys, would I consider Bubba Ho Tep a personal cult classic, and would I recommend that you guys should see it? Honestly, as soon as this movie finished, I literally forgot near enough everything about it. Nothing that happens in this was worth remembering, and I would definitely not put this as a personal cult classic. As for recommending you guys to see it, I would say steer completely clear of this one. If you haven't watched this movie already, there's nothing really that great in it that you need to see. And like I said, even though I haven't seen many of Bruce Campbell's other movies, I guarantee that they are better than this one. So do yourselves a favour, watch some of Bruce Campbell's other work, because this one hasn't got a lot going for it. Okay guys, that's my cult classic review of Bubba Ho Tep. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Whatever you think, drop it in the comments below. Until next time, I've been Michael. See ya!